Good morning and welcome to Newsline. It's Wednesday, October 21st of 2015. I'm Cholapansa Narula. Thank you very much for joining us this morning. Let's have a look at today's top news. The Prime Minister has prepared all details about the roadmap to discuss at the upcoming Five Rivers meeting. Prime Minister General Prayut Chan-o-cha, who is also Chief of the National Council for Peace and Order, or NCPO, said on Tuesday that he has not been talking to reporters for the past week because he needed to take time to prepare information for the meeting on October 28th. The upcoming meeting will be joined by the NCPO, the National Reform Steering Assembly, the National Legislative Assembly, the Constitution Drafting Committee, and also the Cabinet. The focus on the upcoming meeting on October 28th will be the steering of the country along the roadmap, particularly the implementation from October 2015 to July of 2017 that need to be equipped with reform mechanism to go in line with the national strategic and development plans, as well as the reconciliation approach. Meanwhile, the Prime Minister said arrest warrants will be issued for those found to have violated Section 112 of the Criminal Code and reiterated that the warrants are issued according to evidence. Prime Minister Prayut Chan-o-cha said each case would be considered according to evidence presented, adding that all cases will be dealt with in the same manner. General Prayut said that the previous shutdowns of websites found to have violated Section 112 were done according to court orders. He said that the NCPO had received reports about those who have falsely claimed to be linked to the royal family for personal gain, adding that the NCPO is investigating the issue. However, the Prime Minister asked the media not to link the reports with specific parties as it might damage their reputation. The Cabinet has resolved to put the Department of Provincial Administration, Ministry of Interior, in charge of the country's Hajj affairs in a bid to improve work efficiency. Following the weekly Cabinet meeting, Culture Minister Veera Rod-Pochanarat disclosed that approval was granted to the amendment of the Hajj Affairs Promotion Bill. The amendment was to allow the authority over Hajj-related activities, budgets, support fund for pilgrims, and all other obligations to be transferred from the Department of Religious Affairs under the Culture Ministry to the Department of Provincial Administration, which is under the Interior Ministry. The Department of Provincial Administration was entrusted with the responsibility due to its ability to reach out to people promptly through its district, sub-district, and village-level units, increasing public access to Hajj-related services and paving the way for more efficient operations. Despite the transfer of authority, the Ministry of Culture would continue to provide support for Hajj affairs. According to Minister Veera, once the amended bill is enacted, the transition process would take place within 180 days. Meanwhile, Major General Weerachon Sukontapatipak, Deputy Government spokesperson, said the Cabinet also approved the plan for agriculture reform.
On to the matter of agricultural reform, which is a priority for this government. The Cabinet today approved a project to provide assistance to farming cooperatives in purchasing agricultural machinery. With this initiative, farming cooperatives will be able to purchase equipment that can be shared by members, such as harvester, trailer, and corn huskers. This will help in reducing production costs and addressing labor shortage problems in local community. We move to infrastructure development and connectivity, which is another priority for this administration. An approval was granted today for a draft expropriation act, which will allow for construction of link between the Sirat Expressway to Bangkok Outer Ring Road. With this act, the government will be able to connect areas in Bang Ploi, Tawi Wattana, Taling Chan, Bang Plat, Bangkok Noi, Bang Sư, and Chatuchak to the Sirat Expressway. That was the Cabinet press briefing for this week of October 20, 2015.
Moving on to our next story, the Ministry of Energy is cooperating with related agencies to support palm growers by purchasing more palm oil for electricity and biofuel production. Speaking of the current oversupply of palm oil in the market, Permanent Secretary for Energy, Aripong Puchaum, said Deputy Prime Minister General Prawit Wongsuwan has assigned the Energy Ministry to urgently tackle the issue. In response, the ministry has ordered the Electricity Generating Authority of Thailand to increase its purchase of palm oil for power production by 15,000 tons or 15 million litres. The increase is also in support of a resolution of the National Energy Policy Committee to use palm oil in place of fuel oil in electricity generation at the Krabi power plant at not exceeding 23%. The National Reform Steering Assembly has been urged to accelerate its works on such issues as energy, economics and education. NRSA member General Ratanawanit, who is in charge of energy affairs, on Tuesday told the meeting of the Assembly that there should be 5 areas to see an acceleration of the reform process during the next 2 years. General Rat's comment was derived from an earlier brainstorming session of 13 NRSA members. According to the discussion, the energy reform should be of the top priority before the National Reform Steering Assembly goes on with the issues of economy, justice system, education and social affairs. Another NRSA member, Dusit Kruangam, added that in order for the energy reform to take its course, it should start with the way all licenses are issued, saying the process should be fast and completed through the one-stop service. The Constitution Drafting Committee will move to work on the details of the election process under the new charter next week. CDC Chairman Nichai Richupan said that the charter drafters are scheduled to deliberate on the country's election process, which will be included in the draft constitution on Monday, October 26th. Mr. Nichai said that members of the press will also be invited to listen to CDC's deliberations as the issue is of the utmost interest. He added that the issue of the election and its means of operation may make use of parts of previous charters, while confirming that the current team of charter drafters would make the new constitution less complicated and therefore easier to understand, as well as a better fit in the context of the Thai society. The Tourism Ministry has invited to Bangkok the Krabi resident whose heroic action to help 2 tourists stuck in mud has been witnessed by the whole world. Tourism Minister Kopkan Watanawarangkun presented a plaque of recognition to 44-year-old Chat Ubonjinda, who was invited to the Government House after a video of his action to rescue 2 Norwegian bird watchers who became bogged down in heavy mud in Krabi had spread online and been viewed by millions of people around the world. The plaque presented to Mr. Chat carries the phrase, "The Pride of Thailand," as a token of appreciation for his kind heart and personal effort, which has done much to enhance the image of Thailand and impress people around the globe. His heroic rescue effort took place on October 16th. The 2 tourists who he saved are Arild Haben, or Norwegian, and his wife, Go Ya Siang. Both had traveled to Thailand for a holiday. After being rescued, the couple returned to the river to look for Mr. Chat, who showed their gratitude for his actions before continuing to enjoy their stay in the country. Privy Councillor His Excellency Ampon Senanarong chaired the 12th National Plant Protection Conference at Dusit Island Resort in Chiang Rai Province. The conference, scheduled this week from Tuesday to Thursday, focuses on Brazilians' cropping and sustainable economic development. The event provides a stage for participants to exchange views and experiences on the matter. Individuals who have dedicated their efforts to preserving Thai crops will also be handed awards at the conference. His Excellency Ampon pointed out that there are many obstacles in agriculture, but one notable challenge is pest control. The Privy Councillor raised the importance of employing international standards of pest control, which protect crops and produce clean food in accordance with global demand. He said that it is essential for Thailand to research and develop new, effective approaches to crop resilience in order to solidify the nation's position as ASEAN's leading agricultural exporter. Public Relations Department Deputy Director General Pravin Pattanapong has met with the Governor of Nan Province to strengthen cooperation in PR work ahead of ASEAN Economic Community. Mr. Pravin visited Nan Governor Suwat Promsuwan to discuss the development of a proactive PR strategy and ensure that every state agency abides by government policies and promptly responds to the public's needs. Bangladesh Honorary Consul General Rachan Veerapan also met with the Nan Governor to discuss economic cooperation between Bangladesh and the northern provinces of Thailand in the areas of trade and investment. Nan borders Laos and has the potential to become a trade gateway to Laos, Vietnam and China. Ratchbury Hospital has held a commemoration ceremony in honor of Princess Srinagarindra leading up to tomorrow's National Nurses Day. The Cabinet has designated October 21st of every year, which marks the birthday anniversary of Princess Srinagarindra, to be National Nurses Day. The commemoration ceremony was chaired by Deputy Governor of Ratchbury Province, Thawat Suraban, and was blessed by 10 Buddhist monks. The ceremony also awarded certificates and honorary pins to exemplary nurses. Ratchbury Hospital has held public health activities every year to mark the National Nurses Day, which have included the promotion of quality health facilities in the province and healthcare assistance for the underprivileged. The Best SMEs of Thailand and Thai Innovation and Technology for SMEs event continues to garner a lot of attention from the public, attracting crowds of people to the venue at Klong Padung Krung Kasem Market near the Government House. People flock to the event daily after work. 75 vendors selected by the SMEs Bank are offering products at discount prices. SME vendors are separated into two categories, including regional SME operators and those from the 3 southern border provinces. Discounted goods for sale include rice, canned goods and fruits. Event goers said the fair gave them a chance to see new products from various provinces and directly deal with farmers at the same time. The event is open to the public from 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. until October 25th. For more information, you can call the hotline number at 1357. 1357. And that's it for Thailand Moves Forward this morning. We'll now have a quick look at some of the currency exchange figures and also commodity prices. Newsline will return with ASEAN and beyond. Stay with us.
To maintain a strong nation, Thailand is promoting 12 core values for the good of the people. First among them, to uphold the 3 pillars: the nation, religion, and the monarchy.
Even if we don't see them, they are amongst us. And they're hungry. Slay your power-sucking monsters. Take their power away. Think when you plug.
ASEAN Political and Security Community. Prevent being deceived. Prevent being forced. Prevent being injured. The problem of human trafficking in children, women, and labor has been increasingly severe. Thailand and the ASEAN Intergovernmental Commission on Human Rights are working together to get rid of these problems in order to be fully accepted by the international community. One vision, one identity, one community.
Multiple perspectives, insightful commentary on Thailand with The Insider every Sunday morning at 10:30 on NBT and NBT World.
Welcome to ASEAN, a community comprised of 10 countries, each with its unique culture and history, now unifying to bring added prosperity to the region. For centuries, each country remained independent. But now we are coming together to compete in the 21st century globalized world. ASEAN is bringing together more than 600 million citizens and a total land area of 4.4 million square kilometers, and is providing economic opportunities, trade, travel, and new educational possibilities. The combined GDP of all 10 ASEAN countries comes to a total of $2.4 trillion, which means the ASEAN entity ranks amongst the world's major economic powers. The future is here. Welcome to ASEAN, the community of opportunities. The Southeast Asia region is now becoming one.
Back, you're watching Newsline. NBT World correspondent Panot Sinsap is at Vientiane in Lao PDR at the moment on his assignment to report on how a Thai businessman there sees real potential for Thai-style businesses and is now building the first community mall there after successfully building one in Chiang Mai previously. Here is Kun Panot with the story.
Success often comes to those who seek opportunity and who are willing to take risks to see their dream come true.
Here in Vientiane, Laos, Thai business owner Mr. Narong Tananuwat came to open a restaurant here 7 years ago, and now he sees potential for bigger things.
The restaurant he established, Khong Will, serves a mix of Laos, Thai, and Western cuisine at a charming riverside location and also features live music. This was a new concept at the time in Laos when it was built. And after 7 years of successfully running the business and introducing new experiences for the people here, he decided to establish a community mall, which is quite common in Thailand, but in Laos there hasn't ever been one before. Kunarong has previous experience starting a successful one up in Chiang Mai, before he believes that Vientiane is right for one as well.
ทำมาได้7 ปีเรียบร้อยแล้ว
After I have been here for 7 years, I have seen that there is a lot of potential for Thai products, and I have knowledge about community malls because I am running one in Chiang Mai. And there are many similar factors between Chiang Mai and Vientiane, such as population density and consumption behavior. So we believe that it will find success here too.
The first ever community mall in Laos is currently under construction and due to open by the end of this year. Will Mall will offer 69 available spaces for booking within a 12-ride area. The mall isn't only about shopping either. There will be an exhibition space and green space, and as it is a community mall, shops available here provides customers to all their needs.
Community Mall เนี่ยมันจะต้องเป็นร้านค้าชุมชน
A community mall should be a mall within the community, and it should be a daily place that people can visit. The building shouldn't be too tall, only 3 stories. It have easy access to mall within an abundance of parking spaces. When customers come here, they can be sure that they can find everything they want here with ease. And we will also bring in Thai brands and other major brands for visitors coming to this community mall as well.
Community malls have been considered a success in Chiang Mai, and as Thai entrepreneurs are trying to penetrate into the ASEAN market, The View Mall is considered to be another step forward in expanding Thai businesses to the ASEAN market. It is not hard to imagine that this venture will work out, as there are similarities in culture, lifestyle, language, and heritage between Thailand and Laos. Certainly, Kun Narong thinks so, and he's hoping that the Laotians embrace it too. For NBT World, I'm Panosi Sinsap.
In other international news, UN Secretary General Ban Ki-moon praises Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu for his statement expressing Israel's commitment for the preservation of the status quo at the Al-Aqsa compound. Ban Ki-moon met with Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu in Jerusalem on Tuesday during a short-notice trip by the United Nations Secretary General to Israel and the region. Ban praised Netanyahu's commitment to preserving the status quo in accordance to an agreement that has Jordan as the custodian of the holy site, adding that he will travel to Jordan after visiting Ramallah to further discuss the status quo agreement between the two nations. Palestinians are fuming at what they see as increased Jewish visits to the Al-Aqsa Plaza, where non-Muslim prayers has been banned for centuries. Israel insists it has made no changes to the rules at the site. Israeli security forces have killed at least 44 Palestinians, including 21 assailants and demonstrators, one of whom, police said, fired a gun at them. People on the streets of the German capital voiced their concerns about a wave of growing right-wing radicalism amid the ongoing migrant crisis as EU continues to struggle with a massive influx of migrants and refugees. UN officials said on Tuesday that more than 643,000 refugees and migrants in all had entered the EU from the Middle East, Africa, and Asia this year. Germany alone expects at least 800,000 by the year's end. As numbers continue to increase, so has the amount of attacks on asylum seeker homes across Germany, and there has been a rise in racial hatred being spread online. Emboldened by popular fears about the refugee crisis, some 15,000 to 20,000 people joined the anti-Islam patriotic Europeans Against the Islamization of the West movement in Dresden on Monday evening for its biggest rally in months. Canada's Prime Minister-designate Justin Trudeau said that he spoke with U.S. President Barack Obama and confirmed his election commitment to withdraw Canadian fighter jets from Afghanistan. The 43-year-old son of former Prime Minister Pierre Trudeau was swept to victory with 39.5% of the popular vote in an election that saw the highest voter turnout since 1993. Trudeau faces immediate pressure to deliver on a swathe of election promises, from tackling climate change to legalizing marijuana. He could also face an early test in his relationship with the U.S. when the administration makes a decision on whether to approve the controversial Keystone XL pipeline between the two countries. Obama may veto Keystone, while Trudeau backs the pipeline and has vowed to repair cool relations between Ottawa and Washington. And that's it for today's edition of Newsline. If you do have any comments or suggestions, well, the email address is now on your screen, newsline.nbt@gmail.com. So please feel free to write them to us. You can also have a look at our Facebook fan page by simply typing in NNT in the search box, and you'll find out more about the program. And also our website is thainews.prd.go.th/en. Today we say goodbye with a Fashion Week program held in Kyiv, showcasing Ukrainian vintage folk costumes. I'm Cholapansan Rula. We'll see you tomorrow right here on Newsline. Swadee ka.